Hi there, registered dietitian Natalie Rizzo from Nutrition a la Natalie here, and today we're going to chat about 5 plant-based sources of iron. When you hear the word iron, you probably think of meat, but those who are vegetarians or vegans can definitely get iron from plant-based sources, and that's what we're going to chat about today. Before I get into these 5 sources of plant-based iron, I want to talk a little bit about iron in general and what it does. Iron is a mineral that's in a lot of foods we eat, and its main purpose is to carry oxygen through the blood in the hemoglobin. Without enough iron, you can become iron deficient and suffer from anemia. And if you suffer from anemia, you'll always be cold, fatigued, you may chew on ice, you may suffer from headaches, lightheadedness, dizziness, and even more symptoms. There's 2 different forms of iron. There's heme iron that comes from animal sources. So this is the kind of iron you will find in chicken, beef, turkey. That is the most absorbable form of iron. Then there is non-heme iron. Non-heme iron is in plant sources of iron. That's why vegetarians and vegans alike sometimes need to eat a little more iron, because non-heme iron is not absorbed as well as heme iron. The recommended daily intake of iron is 18 milligrams. Now, sometimes these numbers can be a bit obscure, but I'm going to talk about each of these sources and how they stack up to that daily recommendation. Pregnant women and menstruating women sometimes need more iron, but it's something you should definitely talk to your doctor about, because since iron is a mineral, it's something that you can actually overload on. So if you take an iron supplement when you don't actually need it, you can have very high levels of iron in the blood, which can be toxic. Now that you know everything about iron, let's talk about our 5 plant-based sources of it that will help you get enough iron into your diet if you are a vegetarian or a vegan or just cutting back on meat. I'm going to use 2 terms, and one is a good source and one is an excellent source. Believe it or not, these terms are actually regulated, and if you see them on a food label, they have a definition. So a good source means that it has anywhere from 10 to 19% of the daily value of that vitamin or mineral. An excellent source is anything that is 20% or higher. Black beans are an excellent source of iron. Just a 1/4 cup of these plant-based protein have 4.5 grams of iron, which is about 25% of your daily intake. Lentils are another excellent source of iron. Half a cup raw has 6 grams of iron, or 30% of your daily intake. These are a great substitute for meat in recipes like meatballs, lentil tacos, lentil quesadillas. I have a few awesome lentil recipes that I'll drop in the description below. Have you ever tried hemp seeds? They have a bit of a buttery, soft, smooth taste, and they go really well on top of smoothies, cereals, oatmeal. They go really well in salads. Not to mention that just 2 tablespoons has 2 grams of iron, which is about 10% of your daily iron intake, which means that these hemp seeds are a good source of plant-based iron. I love to start my day with a bowl of oatmeal, or even throw some oats into my smoothie, and that is a great way to start your day with a good source of iron, because half a cup of oats, which is usually 1 serving, has about 2 grams of iron, or 10% of your daily needs. So this is a good source of plant-based iron. And then lastly, what vegetarian or vegan can live without tofu? Not only is it a great source of protein, but it's really high in iron. 3 ounces has about 3 grams of iron, or 15% of your daily value. And that's about 1/5 the block of this tofu. Now, if you need a little extra protein, maybe you eat a little more, and then you're getting an excellent source of iron. So hopefully these 5 foods prove that you can get enough iron in your diet without eating any meat. But if you are iron deficient or have a blood disorder, you definitely want to talk to your doctor about an iron supplement. Now, if you have any questions or you want recipes for any of these 5 foods, leave them in the comments below and I will go through and I'll answer them. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram for yummy recipes at Nutrition a la Nat. Like this video and subscribe to my channel.